The People Station, V103. The Good Music Genius is in the building, Kanye West. I just want to show you appreciation, show you love, man, for really embracing my little brother, Saha. That means a whole lot to me. I remember the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, when dude hit me up. He was like, man, we was in the studio, and we was talking about there's really like no new rappers popping right now, and we found these videos. Yeah, No ID called me. Yeah. It's like, and she's like, Street told me about this kid a couple years ago. He's been trying to get beats for him. It's like, and just to see the whole process unfold and come about is like, you know, because dude is a genius. He's a I guess another version of a Kanye to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, look at his background. Look at what he raps about, and I think that everybody has their moment. And sometimes when certain drums is playing so loud, and the 808s coming in, the hi-hats is doing all this and stuff, and that's what's like running the sound of music so much. You know, sometimes like just a pure lyricist, it might be harder for them to, do a song where they like repeat their chorus over and over and over and over. So what happens when Pusha T comes out and, sells 100,000 the first week, and everybody's like, oh, that's my favorite album of the year. That's lets people into what the Sci-Hi album is going to feel like. And now so people are more prepped for that, because everything goes in phases and cycles and stuff. You got Run DMC, and then you started going into like Rakim, and then Rakim and KRS-One, and that brought you into that. And then that opened up a door for Tribe to come in. And then you had on the other side NWA, and then a Snoop came through, and then that opened up the door for what Dre was doing. And then you had Biggie come back, and Biggie used to actually like the Tribe sound more, like the Primo sound. And then Puff was the one that was like, of course y'all know the story, like, look, you got to rap on Juicy, you got to rap on this. And Biggie was so cold, because we the Geminis, right? It's like, I'm just like Biggie, like, whereas Biggie, man, that Juicy beat, I don't like that beat, man. And I don't like the beat for Throw Your Hands in the Air If You a True Player. I don't like that.
Big Papa.
Yeah, I don't like the Dr. Dre worm noise on the chorus at all. To this day, when they play it in the hit, I'm like, I still don't, and I don't imagine that Biggie liked that much either. But Biggie was so cold that he could make you like anything or put up with. People just saw me perform for 80% of the show without seeing my face, and they was like, we paid all this money to see him, and he didn't show his face for 80%, and we still cool with that. That's some Gemini right there. That's some like Prince, Lauryn Hill, 3000, Pac, Biggie Smalls, Miles Davis, Kanye West, Gemini. Biggie Smalls made you think that Big Papa beat was cold. It was not a cold beat, man. And so I was going to keep a break.
But Puffy knew that it was a good introduction.
He knew there was a good introduction. That's the thing. And that man, Puffy, like, first of all, let's take it back to Russell Simmons. We talking about understanding how to shake the corporations up and use the power of our voice.
I read the article that Russell wrote, too. It was great. Yeah. That kind of like put me in a different space after listening to Sway and listening to The Breakfast Club. Yeah. Then when I read what Russell wrote about y'all meeting, it really kind of put a lot of it in perspective, because he gave it a whole nother knot. I'm just trying to get some people to look at what I talked about on the internet.
Yeah. It's like, it was so funny with the, of course, The Breakfast Club. I'm just prepped for anything. I'm like, I'm ready. In there. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready for war.
It was Sway. It's like, and you know what? I think it was more my fault, to get turned up. But I get frustrated with dumbass questions, man. Like, and I'm just like, it's exactly what I said. It's like, how could you give me an example of how you failed at something, and you gonna tell me how I'm gonna succeed at something?
And you don't have the answers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You don't have the answers. You don't have the answers.
That's what I'm saying.
We have the answers. Somebody cut the check.
That's the answer.
I told you I was gonna give you the answer.
Yeah,
cut the check and give me my freedom. Sit back and get this money.
Yeah, because even back in the day, slaves could buy their own freedom. So when I say new slave, I'm talking about slave mentality. A slave to a crowd. You know what I'm saying? To being a sheep, to a slave to a uniform. So don't nobody like look at you differently. Now, one thing where I do cheat on the whole, idea of it being slave to the uniform, I realized I also have a lot of influence. So I realized it's only a matter of time that I could like wear, tight jeans for a little bit, and then the silhouette actually starts changing. So it ain't like I'm just standing out from the crowd. I'm influencing and pushing the crowd and leading the crowd. So it's not as scary or as brave as it is. I know that, okay, I picked some fresh. I got basically good taste, and I like to, get. So I'm not going to do nothing to hinder myself from that. And basically, when people wear clothes to the club, they don't want to wear nothing that's going to hinder themselves from getting. So we could trust that Ye is going to make sure that we get tonight. If we wear these Yeezys definitely got some people. Don't tell me that it did not. Don't tell me it wasn't a conversation starter by that bathroom. You acting like you was standing at that bathroom that long and stuff. Like you was just about to go in.
You was waiting on me to come out.
You was just
ask me about my shoes. It's the shoes.
It's gotta be the
shoes.
No, it's actually got to be the shoes in this case.
Speaking of the shoes, I know you got to go, but speaking of the shoes, I was going to bring this up. I think one of the problems with Nike and these some of these sneaker companies using the excuse of the athletics and they don't want to sign artists, I think it's kind of crazy. I think that would be a great door to break down. But I think really they are that, I wouldn't say stupid. I think they're that set in their ways that they really understand that. Because you got to think, you're Kanye West. You put together amazing shoe for Nike. It sells at a crazy price point. It sells out every time you put it out. They don't want to give you a deal. But LeBron James comes straight out of high school. He has his own designer, Jason Petrie. He has his own line, his own building at the Nike campus. So does Kobe. So does Jordan. So it's like, I don't think it's really that they're not really into conforming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they're not spending the money.
Yeah.
They just not spending it where we think they should spend it. And I think they have a set way that they want to do things that we may not understand, and they may not explain it to us.
Yeah, well, they don't understand the full zeitgeist. What they gotta understand was when Jordan, they basing all their model off of the Jordan moment,
right?
But at the time of Jordan, there wasn't Instagram, it wasn't Tumblr. So when they would influence everybody with a new Jordan, of course they had him on the court, and Jordan was the perfect model for a shoe. Just even his skin complexion, like how dark he was, it was just like tribal. The way he hit that, you know what I'm saying? It was like literally like somebody from Egypt coming and slamming. They put that swoosh right next to it, and his ability to fight everything that his father had put in him, and just his athletic prowess and like his leadership qualities. And then the fact that he was breaking, had the chains, he had the longer shorts, they had the black socks, the black shoes they used to get fined with, right? And everybody would tune in to that game. Right, but it's new forms of NBA. The paparazzi is my NBA. Every day I step out, that building's a new game for me. That court is that street. And then, of course, when I perform too, or when I'm on radio, because I could say, these the Red Octobers. Like, I can constantly message that. So Nike, basically, they want to do cultural things. But with cultural things, what they usually do it through retro. They retro on 180s. They retro on Jordans. And I'm saying we can have new future cultural ideas, Nike. I am like Steve of culture. I'm like Steve of culture. Let me use your production company. Forget the swoosh. I want to use your production company to create more future ideas for the community, new ideas, because we still resting on Jordans. People act like it ain't been another shoe. That's why the Yeezy gave you so much feeling. Y'all need to realize just for half a second what y'all dealing with in this lifetime when y'all dealing with me. I'm going to turn up in any situation I get in. Any situation I get in, I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it doper. And it ain't about me. I put myself at risk for it. The times I most got in trouble, I was jumping at the aid of someone else. That means that this ain't for me. So everybody thinks I'm so narcissistic. I'm not narcissistic. I'm just turned mentally and creatively, and I can help. Meaning, like, so if a woman's child was about to get ran over by a car, and she was trying to lift the car, and she couldn't do it, and I come in, I say, you look at me, and I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? I say, excuse me, ma'am, I can help you with that. Does that woman say, no, traditionally I would try to lift my own car? Or do you look at this person that obviously can lift that car and give them that opportunity to save your baby? Nike ain't let me save their baby. Now we're going to go to Adidas.
Wex will definitely cut the check.
Yeah.
Wex will cut the check.
We going to Adidas, and I was given opportunity royalties. As simple as that, man. People be trying to hit me off when I say I want to feed my family. Yes, I want to feed my family well.
Kanye West is in the building. It's the People Station, V103. The countdown's coming up. Most Wanted Day jams. We got a Kanye Top 88 tonight, too. Plus, I got a Yeezy collection he got to sign. Yeah, that order. It's the People Station, V103.
I do always want to give Nike they credit and respect for allowing me to co-brand a Yeezy with the Nike, because that's why I'm here. So I don't want to go rogue. You've seen all these rappers, they be signed to a certain crew. Then they start beefing with the head of the crew and start dissing the crew. And I think that in my position, I felt like to me, it's like, okay, if Game was signed by 50, right? And then if Game started making records and got, have the potential to maybe did you record all this?
Yeah.
You recording that? All right. So and say had the potential to start making records bigger, got too much influence, and then like this is an analogy, so this is nothing. 50 is my brother, Game is my brother, but I just want to use this analogy because I want to put it in rap terms so you can understand what happened and why I was frustrated. So say 50 signs Game and gives him the opportunity to do a demo, just one song or something. He does that one song, and everybody likes that song better than any song 50 had done over the past 10 years since 50 made the Jordans, right? And 50 saw that, was like, I don't know about that. But everybody's pressuring, let him do it again. So he let him do one more song. Then that was even bigger, right? So 50's like, I don't even know that. And then Game is like, can I do more? They're like, I don't know. And 50 is just sending people to Game to talk to him. Won't even talk to him himself. He said, can I do more? Won't even get on the phone with this man. This man made the biggest song. And it's for G-Unit. You know what I'm saying? And 50 won't even talk to him. So that's what I'm talking about when I say Mark Parker. Like, thank you for the opportunity. But as a man, because I don't want everybody to think that I'm on stage. Everybody think that I'm a 50 everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the corporations, they think that I'm gonna put everybody on
that's what I don't want you to do. I don't want corporate America to get scared.
Don't think that I'm trying to put everybody on a Summer Jam screen. What I'm trying to do is talk to you. And I want you to understand why you need to talk to me. You know, like when I say Hedy Semaine, I know y'all know who that is, but he sell in Phipps, Saint Laurent. He's the designer of Saint Laurent. I know it's some lovely young ladies out there right now. They got some new Saint Laurent heels or a new bag, or they gonna get that for Christmas or something like that. So, and they partially might be wearing it. You know, someone might have seen Kim in it. Maybe they didn't see it, but whatever it is. So, he had his first fashion show, right? And I was always a fan of him. He the one who brought the tight jean silhouette. I'm the one that was wearing the tight jeans, getting called names for what? I'm like, we in this together. I'm helping push this modern silhouette. You designing it, that's cool. I got influence, blah, blah, blah. Man, he did a fashion show, and he tells me, you can come to my fashion show, but you can't go to Givenchy and you can't go to Celine. These are my friends also, Phoebe, Philo, and Ricard. You just told Kanye West to not go to the Givenchy show? Meaning, like, I'm in Paris, I can't go to the Givenchy show?
But guess what?
Yeah.
That was the lay-in. That was a layup. That was a pass.
What was the pass?
He passed you the ball. I'm not gonna go if you open up the factories and let me come in and design my shit.
Yeah. Well, what is he the designer? He ain't the head of it. But what it was,
well, he need to go talk to the head. If you want me to do this, I want you to do this.
Yeah. But what it show is like, okay, you gonna tell me where I can go and where I can't go? I'm gonna tell everybody where to go and where not to go. You gonna need to talk. To this day, he's still gonna have to sit down and talk to me. He ain't gonna be able to brush this one off. This is like a force right here that's gonna be on your back. And I love Hedy Semaine. I think he's a genius level designer, but you're not gonna control me. You're not gonna tell me where I can go and where I can't go. It ain't that time. It ain't that. No, all that quiet before Rose whip up a quiet. All that. It ain't that time no more.
But for a fee, For a fee, I will sign an exclusive contract to design with you and consult with you, and they can still be my friends, but I won't associate with them on a professional level if I can have access to this money and to these factories and to release dates that I want to schedule the releases of the product that I want to put out.
You mean so I could like know when the Yeezy's gonna come out? You mean like actually know?
Yeah. So you could know.
When I said these are Red Octobers, that was wishful thinking.
It really wasn't. We're going to talk about that. That's an off the radio conversation. Kanye West is in the building. It's People Station V103. The Yeezus album is out. No artwork. I mean, it was like an NWA moment. You know, the album went gold ASAP with no music on air. Just, you know, you doing what you do. Yeah.
And then also what I did to know our work, it's like people like more MP3s, more downloads. So it's almost like the death of the CD. And that was like an open casket for everybody. Just look at this CD that we've been looking at our whole life. Just look at this for the last time because you ain't going to be seeing it too much more.
Wow. Kanye West in the building.
Yeah.
People Station, V103, crazy interview today, crazy show last night. Anything else you want to tell us about the show?
That I love the energy. I just really love this this ride that y'all taking with me. And I noticed when I'm down here, I would stop to a restaurant, whatever. It's like so much positive energy. This is like, yo, Saha. So this is like the hold on, before we get out here, can I have Saha do a verse right quick?
All
right. Yeah. Go
If he don't do beginning of time, he can't do a verse.